Hey, 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 it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hey, y'all. So, as y'all can see in the title, this is regarding Mr. Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith. I have been getting a lot of requests, tags to tap into his cases. And for one, I told y'all on Saturday that I'm not going to tap into Derrick Lee's cases. As I stated on Saturday, this man has filed probably over 120 civil lawsuits and has filed over 100 criminal appeals. He has sued the Archdiocese of Detroit or Michigan, I'm sorry, or probably Detroit for sexual allegations. He has sued Diddy for sexual allegations. Looking at his rap sheet, that's what he's in there for. He is in prison because of kidnapping and criminal sexual assault cases. Now, people are wanting me to talk about these affidavits, and I'm telling y'all right now, from a paralegal and a notary perspective, all of these affidavits are false. When you are submitting affidavits, there are two things that you're going to do. One, if you are the person that's drafting this affidavit and you're giving it to the individual, then they would have to get it notarized, right? It's just a lot of inconsistencies that are going on. First and foremost, like I told y'all on Saturday, he has gotten his freaking not laptop, typewriter. He has gotten his typewriter taken away from him on several occasions. Now, if y'all can't see this, I don't know what to tell y'all. All of these affidavits are the same. What he does, wait, let me see. So this is his. Okay, so he's saying that he's submitting a notarized affidavit of Marcus Ashford verifying and confirming that he oversaw and witnessed a transaction of Cardello Smith and Sean Combs. So here's the affidavit. Once again, it's tight. This is not a I'm a log on to Microsoft Office and type up this affidavit, because normally, how can I say this? Derek typed this, and as far as the notary stamp, y'all see the notary stamp? Hopefully I can blow it up here. And I was like, okay, from a paralegal point, I understand this. But then I was like, okay, Cassandra, think about the notary aspect of it. All I have to do is search for the notaries, right? And which I did. On our seal, we have notary seals, and Michigan is a little bit different. Actually, each state is a little bit different, but it'll have our name. It'll have, for Texas, we have the star on there. For Michigan, it's just like you see, but the most important thing on your stamp is letting them know when your commission expires. So on here it says that Sean D. Fleming's commission expires June 8th, 2029. And it says acting in the county of. Now, wherever you do the notarization at, that is what county you put in. I don't care what state you're actually no a notary in, but the date is incorrect. And I noticed that he uses this. So I'm thinking that he uses his typewriter, I don't know, maybe to, I don't even know how he would be able to do this. I haven't used a typewriter in a minute. But something is not right. And the reason why I say that is because I'm gonna show y'all the notary search right now. Where is it at? So I'm gonna show y'all Sean D. Fleming's. So Sean D. Fleming's, his notarization ends or expires October 27th, 2029. And if you go here, it'll show your commission history. That's normally what to do. So any state, you can search for a notary and you can search the day that they were appointed and the date of their expiration. That's how that works. So each time, if he, let me see, I think if he renews on time, you will get that same expiration date. There's no expiration date of June. None whatsoever. So me going back, and I'm going to show y'all a couple of things. So in addition to him just typing things, what he's doing is, let me see, which one is Sean's? That's B. Let me see. Look, Sean, once again, June 8th, 2029. That is not when Sean's uh expiration expires, his notarization or his notary. It does not expire in June. It expires in October. So somehow, some way, he has manipulated these notary stamps. He just submitted a habeas corpus or a petition for writ of habeas corpus against Diddy, the Michigan Department of Corrections, Kim Worthy, the prosecutor of Wayne County, the Michigan Attorney General. Once again, this is typed. Look at this. And in his freaking affidavit, he puts Marcus Ashford. Now I'm going to take y'all back to the screen, and I'm sorry, I should have just do it all here. So let's do Marcus Ashford right quick, because I'm not spending all day. I'm trying to tell y'all exactly why I'm not covering this man. There's no notary by the name of Marcus Ashford, none whatsoever, none whatsoever. So this affidavit right here by Notary Public, he's not even a notary. But look, look, same exact date of expiration, June 8th, 2029. So we know that Mr. Sean, his commission does not expire until October, not June 8th, 2029. For the writ of habeas corpus that was just filed, Marcus Ashford is not even a notary. He's not even in the notary system for the state. Every commissioned, you are commissioned by the state. Marcus Ashford is not even listed in the notary for the state of Michigan. So once again, he is typing these affidavits and he's notarizing them himself. Even the most craziest thing, where is that thing up? Um, is this it? Hold up. I'm going to even do y'all a solid. Which one was filed today? Oh yeah, this is the petition. Oh man, where is it at? Because Kim submitted something and she even stated like she has no clue as to where these documents came from. And he's just submitting documents. Darn it, I should have crap. I can't even find it. But yeah, so that's it. This man, he got his typewriter taken away from him on several occasions. When you are doing if I wanted to submit an affidavit, I'm going to type it out myself or I am going to write it myself. And I'm going to go to a notary and I'm going to get it notarized. That's one way. But this man is typing. He is typing this. Now, who is this? DeFonso Wilson. So DeFonso Wilson, that means that he typed it. Now it could be a possibility that Derrick typed this, right? And he said, okay, DeFonso, I need you to go to a notary. But what I have seen is that this notary is on a majority of his documents. Now, B. Jones is a legit notary. Now, whether B. Jones is actually notarizing these documents, these affidavits, I don't know. And that's the weird part. But every single document that he has, it is coming from Derrick. It's not coming from uh any of these people that he's claiming are material witnesses. He is drafting these affidavits and he is notarizing them himself and possibly signing them himself. In one of the archdiocese cases, he's claiming, well, he tried to claim insanity, talking about he had temporary amnesia after the sexual assaults happened, but he was competent enough to explain in his complaint everything that happened. Make it make sense. Now, these are, there's always a few cases where it does not make sense. There's holes, and you can actually prove these type of cases. And unfortunately, with Mr. Cardello, if you're filing over 120 civil cases, I like that right there has to say something. That's a little bit over. Y'all not understand. And this is what was in the opinion from a judge in an appeals court. They stated that he had filed over 120 civil cases and over 100 criminal appeals. And he just filed the writ of habeas corpus that I just showed you guys. But look at this affidavit of Marcus Ashford. Once again, he is submitting whoever Sean D. Fleming is. Somebody needs to reach out to them and tell them that this man is using, because it is illegal for you to use somebody else's notary stamp. But the thing is, you as the notary can get in trouble. That's one thing I teach in my notary classes. But you can't stop anybody from like this right here. I I can't even explain that. But I do know one thing, that Sean D. Fleming's commission does not expire until October. We've already looked at the history. Nowhere does it state June 8th, 2029. So that is a red flag for me. Another red flag for me is that this is being typed and he has to be signing this. He has to be signing this, or he is typing it and he's sending it to people and he's saying, okay, go ahead and get this notarized. But here's the crazy, and everybody has their own notary. Like everybody loves me. If they need something notarized, you will see my notarization on a lot of documents. But the fact that his notary stamp is on multiple affidavits with the incorrect commission expiration date, that is a red flag. So, for people who want me to cover this man's case, I'm not going to do it. The only reason as to why he got that judgment against Diddy is because Diddy I don't know. I think that he didn't get served, and when you don't get served, it moves on to a default judgment. Thus, the reason why Diddy appealed the case and he's fighting it. That is the only reason. That does not mean that the allegations were true. It just simply means that he failed to answer, and Cardello-Smith was granted $100+ judgment against him. But Diddy is now fighting this. But Mr. Cardello-Smith, there's one thing to have one or two or even three cases out there, but when every year you're filing multiple cases against people and you're claiming actual allegations against them, yet you are in jail for actual allegations and kidnapping, it's a little bit different. But then to look at your documents and see that you are fraudulently using notary stamps, you're signing notaries' names on affidavits with, and you don't have the correct commission dates, the commission expiration dates, it doesn't work. I can go on to each. Which one am I on? Which case is this? I can't eat. It's so many cases. I just give up. I really do. This is Aaron Rodgers, affidavit of DeFonso Wilson. Uh, Let me go down further because everybody's like he submitted an affidavit, and that's fine and dandy. That is fine and dandy. I ain't reading it. I'm not reading anything about this man. Look at this. He typed this. So everything that he wants anybody to say, he's typing this. And the signatures be different on each one. That's another thing. That is another thing for me. But once again, my commission expires June 8th. Your commission does not. And there's only one Sean Fleming. So this right here, I don't know what y'all want to do. Y'all want to take a picture of it? Look, bam. And to show y'all I'm not, and if you are a notary, then you already know. Nobody, even the state, whoever manufactures the notary stamps, they're not going to have the wrong commission date. Like I said, there is only one Sean D. Fleming. Yeah, I'm about to do this and I'm about to log off so y'all won't think I'm crazy. And then the other notary he stated doesn't even exist. Marcus Ashford doesn't even exist. Look at this. Sean D. Fleming out of Oakland. Expiration date October 27th, 2029. It has never been June 8th, 2029. Blow it up so y'all can see this. Do y'all see this? On every affidavit that Sean supposedly notarized, it has the wrong expiration date. Here goes Sean's. This is Sean's commission history. October 27th, 2029. And who else did I say? Where's that habeas corpus thing? Hold on, y'all. I'm switching. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me just do my entire screen because going back and forth is crazy. Here you go. This is Marcus Ashford. Do y'all see this notary stamp? Right here. It also says June 8th, 2029. But if we go here and we type in Marcus, we type in Marcus Ashford, there is no notary by the name of Marcus Ashford. Even if he turned in his notary stamp, it will show the status here. So y'all see that? Marcus Ashford does not exist. So this man is manipulating notary stamps. He is signing for notaries. He's making up notaries. He is typing all of these affidavits to fit him. Even in the archdiocese cases, the judge even ruled that he has been trying to avoid discovery. Where is that darn opinion at? Oh darn. I think I closed out of it. I don't even feel like going back in there. Or maybe I can just hold up. Derrick. It's crazy. Don't y'all start. My dog's up here. Here's a part of it. I'm gonna read a part of the Court of Appeals, what they said. Now, this is against the archdiocese. It says on May 16, 2023, plaintiff filed a complaint in the Wayne Circuit Court contending that between 1979 and 1993, he was sexually abused by defendant Clifford Sawyer, a Monsignor employed by defendant Assumption Grotto Church School, defendant Father Resma, a priest at the different educational facility, and defendant Mr. Chop, an employee of defendant St. Jude School. Plaintiff further advanced that defendants conspired to silence plaintiffs despite plaintiff reporting the matter to defend youth home and the Aurora treatment facility, which was repressed until this year while the plaintiff had psychological treatment for the injuries committed upon the plaintiff by the defendants in their individual and official capacities. In lieu of filing an answer to plaintiff's complaint, defendant moved for a summary disposition on the grounds of plaintiff sexual abuse claims were barred as a matter of law by the applicable statute of limitations. Defendant maintained that the pertinent statutes of limitation in effect. So pretty much they was trying to say that he went outside of it was time barred. The statute of limitations already ran. Let's put it that way. Um, the trial court dispensed with oral argument and issued an opinion order granting defendant's motion for summary deposition. The court concluded that plaintiff's claims were barred. The court rejected plaintiff's argument that it was less than 3 years since he discovered. The court noted that alleged in his complaint that he divulged the sexual abuse to several persons, and a supplemental police report demonstrated that the alleged conduct was reported to the Detroit Police Department in 1987. The court further stated that the plaintiff failed to establish that the tolling of the statute of limitations was warranted on fraudulent concealment grounds under da da da. I also wanted to read this part. Hold on, because it talks about him wanting to plead insanity. Let me see. So he was trying to seek damages to criminal misconduct. Da, 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 da. Hold on. Where I should have downloaded this and printed it out. Because I tell y'all. Oh, okay. I'm going to read this part. So it says plaintiff first argues that the statute of limitations was told by the insanity disability grace period because his memories regarding the alleged sexual abuse were repressed until recent psychiatric therapy. So what he's saying is that the reason why he didn't file within the time period he was supposed to file in was because his memories were repressed. And since he is now getting psychological therapy, all of those memories came back, thus the reason as to why he filed suit against the Archdiocese of Detroit and Sean Combs and everybody else that he has filed a suit against. The Detroit Police Department, everybody and their mama. So that's his excuse. Now the statute says if the person first entitled to make an entry or bring an action under this action is under 18 years of age or insane at the time the claim accrues, the person or those claiming under the person shall have 1 year after the disability is removed through unaliving or otherwise to make the entry or bring the action, although the period of limitations has run. So the term insane is defined as a condition of mental derangement, such as to prevent the sufferer from comprehending rights he or she is otherwise bound to know and is not dependent on whether or not the person has been judicially declared to be insane. Critical to the instant matter is that to be considered a disability, the infancy or insanity must exist at the time of the claim occurs. If the disability comes into existence after the claim has occurred, a court shall not recognize the disability under this section for purpose of modifying the period of limitations. A party may not tax successive disabilities. So pretty much what they're saying is if he was diagnosed to be insane after, then the court really can't do anything. He would have to be declared insane during the time that the allegations happen, and for him to move forward with these allegations against the archdiocese. Then they said that plaintiff failed to present sufficient evidence to create a factual issue that he suffered from insanity at the time the claim occurred, such as to the total statute of limitations. Let me see. Moreover, plaintiff asserted in his complaint and in his response to defendant's motion for summary disposition that he previously reported defendant's conduct to three different entities: defendant archdiocese, the Wayne County Youth Home, and the Aurora Treatment Facility, indicating that he knew the sexual abuse violated his rights. So that means you did know. So and that's the whole reason why they ruled the way that they ruled. So they ended up dismissing this case. This is more than 29 years later, and he's trying to say that he was sexually assaulted by employees of the archdiocese. And that's not how it worked. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is that this man, now everybody be talking about Jane Doe, but this man clearly is unstable. He has gotten his typewriter taken away. He is manipulating notaries and signing their name on affidavits that he is typing up. I can't take this man serious. I can't. This none of and he's representing himself. It'd be a little bit different but that's probably why he's representing himself, because if they find out what they're doing, they're not going to want any parts of this. But y'all have to and I don't expect everybody to understand. I really don't. Y'all don't know what to look for. But every single affidavit that this man files is typed up by him. Now, is this the same affidavit? I don't know. But whoever Sean is, I would be pissed. Hold on, let me see what this affidavit is. Yeah. So I started looking at his case last year, and I just know I looked at it and I was like, I'm looking, I can't do it. Look at this, Sean. What other stuff has he submitted? Joseph Ambrose. Is that thunder? Texas, one day it's hot, the next day we're getting hail and tornadic weather. All right, Alex Jimerson. I was a little skeptical about this, but I know for us, we have to write out the full date that our commission expires. So I don't know about this one, but Alex Jimerson is real. That is a real person. But see, this individual is in the darn jail with this man. Mm-mm. In March, he saw that Sean Cole, and I don't know how he's getting these people to submit these affidavits on behalf of him, but y'all, it's beyond me. And I'm going through all of the affidavits. I'm not going through all the affidavits on on those other ones. Let me see. Who is this? I don't even know. Look at now, y'all come on. Let's be honest. So this plaintiffs offer proof that two Detroit police officers, okay, forget that. Please take notice that plaintiff Cardello-Smith hereby introduces the police report. This is a police report. Y'all gotta be if it be good and I was like, oh my God, you see what this man said about y'all. This is not a police report. I don't care what date it is. This says this is not a police report. He said that he introduces the police report from Officer Patrick Jackman. And this is in regards to the participation of whatchamacallit with Tupac Shakur's unaliving. Y'all, just because it says Detroit police, one, what is this? What is this symbol? Y'all, we got to do better with the information that we're taking in. We can't fall for everything. This ain't even being a paralegal. I'm talking about, even if I wasn't, I would be analyzing this. Nothing in this will make me believe Detroit, are lowercase, police, lowercase, and it's handwritten. This is a handwritten note. This is not a police report. Sworn affidavit of Derrick Lee. So this is his affidavit. And I want to know who B. Jones is. I think I might reach out to those notaries because I have a whole notary group on Facebook. And I will find out who these people are and see if they are indeed, you know, because I'm going to keep that part to myself before I do anything else. What is this? George Preston affidavit. Now, this is probably the most legit affidavit I've seen, only because this is how you do it. Now, do y'all see the difference? Do y'all see the difference in this notary stamp? I hope y'all see the difference in the notary stamps. Look at this notary stamp. Look at Sean. Where's Sean's? Look at his notary stamp. And y'all see this? Now I know there's different notary stamps because I got it, but there's no way. Absolutely not. These right here, we already know that this is a fraud because his commission expires in October. We already know that Marcus Ashford doesn't even exist. And when I seen that, I was like, okay, well, maybe somehow, some way he is. I don't know how to do it. It's been a while since I've actually used the typewriter. It has been a while, but it will never change. It's like the width, and I mean, depending on your name and stuff, but it's all going to be standard size. Look at this, the difference between this box and then this box to what this person on here actually put. This this is the stuff that you have to look at, y'all. This man is, I don't know. Um I don't know. There's something more psychological that's going on that we could ever comprehend. But I know one thing. I wish I gotta find it. Oh my gosh. Cause Kim is the one who did it. Kim had me cracking up. Oh, God dog it. Kim submitted an affidavit, and Kim, and remember, Kim is, I believe, the prosecutor. Hold on, let me, and I'm on live, so that's a good thing. Y'all bear with me. Hold up, cause Cash, stop. Man, I should have written that. I should have written it down. I can't remember, but he submitted it. Ooh, I know exactly where it's at. Hold up. Okay, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying myself. Damn, where did y'all, y'all, when I find it, hold on, I'm gonna go through these files because Kim pretty much stated that she never seen none of these affidavits. She didn't consent to anybody drafting an affidavit. She didn't get an affidavit notarized. And yet this man is submitting this stuff on her behalf, which you can't be doing. Man, y'all, wait, hold up. Maybe this is it. Oh, yep. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. All right. I don't know if y'all can see this. Few things that I want to bring to y'all attention. Y'all know what? Hold up. Let me do it like this. What time is it? 2:14. Crap. Cause I'm gonna blow it up so everybody, and this is my last whatchamacallit on this. My last time talking about it. Cause this man. All right. Once again, here's our complaint typed. And that's why I was like, are really people. Now, this says multiple persons' agreement to silence and confidentiality. There is no way to prove that this agreement was written June 16th, 1997. Let's just start there. As a person of Sean Combs' caliber, I don't ever see him just writing his name on a piece of paper. Even during that time, I don't see that. He was a businessman. That's number one. But this is what Derrick is claiming is the confidentiality agreement. Okay. I done compared signatures and everything. So apparently that's this right here. Look at this. Sean Combs And I'm assuming that's George Preston. Isn't it ironic that the end of those look totally identical? But that's just me. So all of these people signed this agreement. Now, this is the homicide incident report. Somebody, I don't know if you are from Detroit during this era, but somebody has to tell me if this here is legit, because I don't see this being an incident report at all. I'm just going to be honest with y'all until otherwise. This man got too much time on his hands. Once again, all of this is typed. Here's another, the X Crimes Unit. Now, and look how off all of this is. It's not even, look at this. Why would this report heading be different than this report heading? It's just so many things. Once again, here we go. And I don't even know where the paper starts or begins. It's like we got to do better. I don't even know. Now this is 2024. Oh no, this is Aaron Rodgers. What the world is this? This is the affidavit of Aaron Rodgers. Now here's the affidavit of Kim. Here's what Kim said. Cause remember, I just showed y'all all of those names that were in that agreement. She said she's never seen these documents before. She didn't sign any of those documents. She didn't generate the documents. Um, she said the signature that is on that document is not her signature. She's never met Sean Combs. She never went in or entered into any agreement with Sean Combs. She never entered into any agreement with Derrick. And here's this individual. Now, y'all see this notary stamp? Even this notary stamp is different than what whatchamacallit be submitting. Y'all see how Kim signs her name? Hold up, where's that darn signature page? Did Kim even sign it? Oh, I don't even see her name on here. Oh no, I don't see her name on here. So whatever document she was talking about, she said she never seen that document in her life. Now this says this is the public record supervisor for the Detroit PD. Mm. Hey, I don't put that man can manipulate notary signatures or notary stamps. I don't put it past him uh having that information manipulated either. Wait, who the heck is all these people? Agreement. Here's another one. Oh, this is it. So y'all see this? I'm assuming that was supposed to be her signature. That's not her signature. This is Kim's signature. Totally different. So once again, he's either going to use his typewriter or he's going to handwrite these things. He's going to just throw a notary stamp on there and he's going to call it whatever. Y'all don't be fooled by this man. This man is a fraud. Nothing that he does is legit. Like I said, this is the most recent filing that he submitted on the 18th, and it reads, he didn't even look at this. He left off plaintiff, but anywho's plaintiff is hereby filing the above cause and hereby presents this court with the enclosed petition for writ of habeas corpus by a person in state custody and seeks to have this court grant the writ of habeas corpus by a person in state custody based on the following factors. Defendants all worked together to wrongfully convict this plaintiff for the charged offense of criminal sexual conduct and hide other crimes that were committed by the co-defendants in this case. The attached documents and affidavits verify this plaintiff's claims that are articulated herein. In summary, Sean Combs frames this plaintiff. Sean Combs used a crooked assistant Wayne County prosecutor to conduct this act of placing the plaintiff in prison. Sean Combs worked with Kim L. Worthy, the Wayne County prosecutor, to frame this plaintiff, and it resulted in a complete violation of the plaintiff's due process rights and wrongful conviction. Defendant Sean Combs framed me, and this is my petition seeking release from custody, as that the defendants worked to frame me and have me placed in the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections, where various prison wardens carried out the judgment of sentences that were obtained through obtained criminal prosecutions that were a result of bribes being paid to the 36 district court magistrate judges, and even worse, done so by corrupt police officers and assistant prosecuting attorneys. Two, Detroit police officers Nicole Rebior has effectively admitted in a March 5th, 2025 affidavit of her many roles, where she states that the entire time of her office, she has been working for Sean Combs and that she was paid to frame me, and she has admitted her role in the form of full admission to these acts framed the petitioner as detailed within the affidavit attached. Three, a petitioner states that this court must consider these factors. Petitioner further states that the affidavit of recantation form Andrea Ramarito even further shows and proves that she worked directly for Sean Combs, and it is something else that this court must consider, because she even recants the charges and has done so in this matter as every other matter available. The respondents all worked to convict this petitioner, and they did so for the sole purpose of keeping this petitioner quiet while petitioner was framed for crimes that the petitioner did not commit. Petitioner submits that the affidavit of Suzette Smalls, he's doing a lot of affidavits, if y'all realizing that. Assistant Wayne County prosecutor supports this petitioner claims, and it even further supports that the petitioner has been wrongfully convicted and held in custody in violation of the state and federal constitutions, requiring reversal by this court. I submit to this court that the detail listed within verify and support that the petitioner was framed by the respondents, and these affidavits require a hearing and require action on the merits of the claims held within. Petitioner prays this court will enter an order to grant the writ of habeas corpus immediately and order the release of this petitioner immediately, and grant any further relief this court deems necessary and appropriate. Once this man has too much time on his hands, and I understand why they keep taking this typewriter from him. So this is supposed to be the affidavit. This is the affidavit from the police officer that pretty much said that she had a part in keeping him hush, right? This is the same affidavit where this person is not even a notary. He's nowhere to be found on the notary public search. So this man typed up this, and check this out. What's her name? Her name is Nicole Rebior, right? With an N. So when we get down to the affiant, this is not an N. This is an M. Just like the same M for Marcus. Doesn't make sense. So not only is this affidavit typed up by Derrick, he didn't even sign it right, and he made up a notary. And his favorite date for when his favorite date to show when a notary's commission expires is June 8th, 2029, because he said that's the same one for Sean. But this alone shows y'all that this man is not legit. If y'all have time, just Google Derrick Lee Cardello-Smith versus the Archdiocese and read the court's ruling on those. So, I mean, there's nothing left to talk about. The affidavits are fake. The notaries are either real notaries, but their information is incorrect. The notary stamps are not legit. Some of the notaries aren't real. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get out of jail, and he thinks that affidavits are going to save him. So, in order to make an affidavit real, he puts a notary signature on there or a notary stamp. But the thing is, he doesn't realize that people can actually look and see the notary's information through the Secretary of State website for that particular state. So, why I don't cover this is because it's a bunch of horse shit. I'm just going to keep it 1000 with y'all. I'm not going to waste my time going through all 100 and some cases that this man has put against Sean Combs alone in the Michigan Department of Corrections and the prosecutor's office for Wayne County or the police department, Detroit. I'm not going to do that because it is a waste of my time and it is a waste of y'all time. Now, if y'all want to go and listen to, other people talk about, the allegations that he puts out against Sean Combs, I mean, go ahead. But I'm telling y'all this right now. Nothing in those affidavits are truthful because they are made up. Plain and simple. So, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed and I'm out. Bye.